home. The very word signifies comfort, familiarity, and happiness.
Good evening, everyone. From Foxborough, the Patriots take the field at Gillette Stadium.
Over the last 10 years, no team has won more games at home than the New England Patriots.
Brady shoots it long and deep, wide open, touchdown! Oh, man!
But when owner Robert Kraft reflects on the Patriots' home, he isn't only thinking about the stadium he built.
Having Patriots games played at Fenway Park meant to me it had arrived.
2012 marked the 100th anniversary of Fenway Park. And while most fans associate the park with the Red Sox, Fenway was once home to football.
Fenway Park wasn't a good place to watch a football game. It was a great place to watch a football game.
For much of Fenway's early history, football was as important as baseball.
Right from the beginning, you had high school football, collegiate, and eventually pro football becoming a part of the calendar at the ballpark. Fenway Park hosted games for Boston College. BU certainly played there any number of times. Dartmouth. One of the great games in their history was a victory over Penn in 1915.
Despite the success of college football at Fenway, fans didn't take to the pro game quite as easily. Between 1929 and 1948, 4 professional teams, including the Boston Redskins and the Boston Yanks, tried and failed to find a foothold in Boston.
Fenway Park was almost a Bermuda Triangle for pro football prior to the Patriots' arrival.
In 1963, a fledgling AFL team was in search of a permanent home.
We were a vagabond football team at that particular point. We had the first 2 years at Nickerson Field, which was old Braves Field at BU, and then we played at BC.
For them to make the move from a small college stadium to a major league stadium was a definite step up.
You know, it was in a professional atmosphere, and it was so exciting. I mean, seeing those players run out of the dugout was really cool.
It was like hallowed grounds when you walked into Fenway Park. When we first got in there, we walked in and everyone was looking around for where was Ted Williams' locker.
I sat in the grandstand or the bleachers over there.
The bleachers were right in front of the Green Monster, and we were on the same side. You know, one team is here, another team there.
AFL football and Fenway were a perfect fit.
The AFL was such a dynamic product. I mean, as a football product, they were technicolor to the NFL's 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
I think of the field goals and extra points, how everyone would gather around trying to get the balls, and it was such a sort of a semi-rowdy kind of atmosphere.
His pass intended for J.D. Garrett winds up in the arms of a talented spectator, and away he goes.
Pro football had finally captured the imagination of Bostonians. One in particular.
Sitting in the bleachers out there, you know, I started dreaming about if I could own the team and what I would do and how I would do it. You know, just being here brings back so many great memories. Really, really does. You know, once again, the goosebumps of seeing them come out of that dugout. It was a pretty cool time.
For 6 years, the Boston Patriots called Fenway Park home. A home that forever altered their future.
The people who were going to the Red Sox games for many years could now go to football games. It was something that I think was very profound.
This venue, which has so much history and means so much to people from this region, contributed to the foundation and planting the seeds to help professional football in this area really have a sense of credibility and being something special.